Introducing to you first the challenger, fighting tonight out of the blue corner. He's wearing green with black and gold, and weighed in at 8 stone. Hailing from right here, Belfast, Northern Ireland. He is a 3-time Olympian, earning 2 bronze medals. And now as a professional, he is undefeated with 5 wins. 1 win comes by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Paddy the Leprechaun Barnes! And his opponent across the ring, he is the defending world champion. Fighting tonight out of the red corner, he's wearing white with gold and weighed in at 7 stone, 13 pounds. Coming to us from Managua, Nicaragua, he brings a professional record consisting of 27 wins, 3 defeats, with 18 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the reigning and defending WBC flyweight champion of the world, Cristofer Rosales!
Okay, boys, you've had your instructions in the dressing room. Remember, obey my commands, defend yourselves at all times. Sin golpes aquí, defenderte siempre. God bless, let's do it. Buenos suertes.
So the action underway. Could it be that Rosales has been just a bit overrated on the back of that Japanese victory that brought in the title against one Alicia Gonzalez? He went to a split decision against him a little while back. Paddy Barnes knocked him out in 6. If that's a form line, then Barnes has a great chance to upset the odds here.
It's all going to be on work rate for Barnes. I think he's going to be the busier fighter. I think Rosales has shown that he has a good engine himself and likes to fight coming forward. And that's what Barnes needs there, those versatile combinations, plenty of movement around the target without giving away too much ground.
Danny Vaughan, his trainer, said that Barnes has had a fabulous camp. I know trainers always tend to say that, but he said, believe me, he's fitter for this than he has ever been.
And I think that's it. I think he needs to be at his fittest, most energetic. That's lovely there from Barnes. Missed with a straight right, but landed with a straight left.
Very sweet boxer, Paddy Barnes, and has very rapidly grown into the professional game. It's a gamble, of course, taking a world title fight so quickly. But he said he wanted it quickly. He said he wanted to be fast-tracked. Irish guys. Danny Vaughan whispering the instructions. Paddy Barnes was best man at Carl Frampton's wedding, and Carl will be watching on somewhere. Into the second round of the 12th rounder for the WBC flyweight title. How did you score that opener then, Barry?
I'll give it to Barnes. I think he was the busier throughout. You know, Rosales did warm up at the end and landed some meaty shots. I think he got it worked. Just the problem is, you've seen with Rosales, you can't switch off for a second, and you can't stop that punch outfit either from Barnes. Has to be constantly spinning around the target. Then those punches go in straight shots as well.
Jab, doubling up beautifully, Barnes. A smear of blood around the nose of Paddy Barnes.
He just has to move his feet every time he throws here, Barnes, always. Even if it's only by a little quarter of a turn. See, when he holds his feet in front of Rosales, that's when he lets his hands go. That's good though, it's a good little exchange.
Lovely stuff, and this is stirring the crowd up. Rosales saying, come on, if you want it, let's mix it up. Barnes will oblige.
And Rosales had exactly the same beating of the chest against Higgin as well when he won the world title, so you know, he's up for the fight. He wants to trade, he's the bigger puncher, of course he wants to trade.
There is blood now on the face of Paddy Barnes.
Oh, good left hook there from Barnes.
Rosales is unloading as well. This is real red-blooded action. We're only in the second round. They're not going to be able to do this for 12. huge amount of variety in Rosales' work. Contest, this one. Up, and this is our first world title fight of the night. Cristofer Rosales defending WBC flyweight title against Paddy Barnes, and two fascinating rounds we've had already, Barry.
Well, that second round was no messing around with it. They've gone straight down to work.
And Danny Vaughan saying to Paddy Barnes, if you want a blow, just have a blow. In other words, take a breather. You don't need to be fighting 3 minutes of every round.
But at the same time, you can't allow this Rosales to walk up on you either. Give him any sort of momentum in his work. We saw that a little bit in that round where he lets his hands go. Well, he's the man with the heavier hands by far. And even though Barnes' work rate is greater than Rosales' carries more purchase in the punches.
Might be that Barnes, the old adage, you know, if you're going to win a world title, you've got to win it big. He's got to be seen to be the dominant man, clearly.
Well, being a guy who's a bigger puncher, you know, you could throw a million shots, he'd answer one big shot, and that's what people remember. So you have to be busy throughout.
Good work from Rosales, and again landed maybe 3, 4, 5 scoring shots there, and not a great deal coming back from Barnes.
That's good as well there, doubling up with the left hook. Rosales.
Better from Barnes, a couple of good head shots, then following up with a body attack. And again, Rosales saying, you know, if you want to come, put it on me, then try your luck. He's only too happy to have Barnes right in front of him.
Taking turns, aren't they, to rattle up the punches here.
Rosales prides himself on being a super fit fighter.
Rosales needs that uppercut. Just what the saying is to bring his punches up into a nice deliberate little uppercut there. That's the shot there for Rosales. Short to fight the Barnes.
Crowd trying to rouse Barnes, trying to put him on to another level. The songs are going up from his Belfast faithful. Rosales, we know, has a terrific chin. And it's not really been tested heavily so far.
No, I don't think Barnes is the biggest puncher. I think accumulation of punches is what's going to be for Barnes. But Rosales has also shown a good engine in the few fights that I've seen. So it's always a tough fight on paper.
Nice body shot, Barnes, but Rosales has had the bulk of the work in this round.
Got a lovely shot there from Barnes and a lovely uppercut there from Rosales.
Belfast supporters getting very excited about that flurry of punches he landed, but really it's been a round which has been dominated by Rosales, the Nicaraguan.
Well, Barnes is showing his toughness and his strength, let's be honest. Willing to stay in close and try and push Rosales back, but I don't think this is the right tactic in this sort of fight.
Good round, Rosales. Well, I thought Cristofer Rosales won that last round pretty clearly, Barry.
Yeah, for me too, Joe. I think Barnes fought back well and tried to show some strength, but he was in the place where Rosales can let the heavier hands go. But Barnes showing that fighting spirit there, rattling off his combination for the heavier shots, and he was busy in that round as well, Rosales.
Well, we said before it began that Barnes needed a good start. He started well in the first 2 rounds. Rosales, maybe he did take a breather a little bit there, Paddy Barnes, but he came back strongly in that third. And now we move into the fourth. Barnes doesn't really want to be surrendering anymore.
I don't think Barnes took anything, but he didn't take a breather. He literally tried to push Rosales back, but I think that just played into Rosales' hands, standing in front, trying to show that he's as strong, if not stronger than Rosales. He needs to move around, stay close to the target, but move around it in a semicircle, let those fast, straight punches go.
Fascinating fight, and plenty of twists and turns still to come. Nice job to the body from Barnes. good footwork and good defensive skills from the Irishman.
Nice right hand through the guard there from Rosales. Oh, lovely from both there.
That's a good left hand from Barnes. Needs more of those. Needs to keep Rosales from settling into some sort of an aggressive rhythm. Signs that he was doing so in the last round.
Keeping those elbows tucked in nice and tight as well there, Paddy Barnes. Oh, lovely.
Rosales, none of these punches he's throwing are being taken on gloves and arms, but the appearance is that he's the aggressor.
Well, I think the heavier punches are most certainly coming from Rosales, but again I feel that it's Barnes who's scoring more shots, and I think he's outworking Rosales at the minute.
Good punch picker, isn't he, Barnes?
Yeah. And he keeps a nice tight guard as well. Oh, lovely right hand there from Barnes. Nothing moving Rosales, so he can't move him backwards with those shots.
Oh, toe-to-toe action here.
Oh, good work.
Crowd's loving it. Rosales won't take a backward move, will he?
Good work from Barnes with his back to the ropes. Lovely hook, and then again that fast flurry of shots again. Oh, lovely.
Oh dear. He's down, and the referee has signalled it's a knockdown, and he's being counted, and he's being counted out. The fight's going to be all over. The fight is all over. Paddy Barnes' dream is over, and Cristofer Rosales has retained the title. Paddy Barnes is still down, and it's a night of bitter disappointment for the Belfast hero.
It's just a shame, because I think he was having a really good round, Barnes, really busy, but it was just a beautiful, I think it was a right uppercut there from Rosales. I think it looked like it was right in the solar plexus, John. I think Barnes landed with a good body shot first, but again, he's going to stay close and play that game with a guy with this sort of power. And I think Barnes was boxing really well, and it was a close fight, but that when you're with a puncher like this, they have the power to just change the fight with one shot, and that's what happened. A beautifully well-timed body shot.
Yeah, tremendous shot, and it was as though the air was let out of a balloon here in Windsor Park, because they were so wanting Barnes to succeed here tonight, but with one shot, Rosales took his fight away. Congratulations from Barnes for Rosales, who retains his title and shows that he is a tough guy, and it's going to take a very, very good fighter to beat him. Let's take a look again at how the end came, Barry.
Isn't it a lovely shot from Barnes, first of all? Look at that. Whips right across the body there, John. And they're the shots, and I'm sure Richie will tell you as well, they're the sort of shots that just, once you get hit with a body shot like that, you're not going anywhere. Look at that. Just whips around the target, takes every ounce of air out of your lungs, and that's it. And it's frustrating because you're mentally telling yourself get up, and you just can't move.
Absolute sickener for Paddy Barnes, and he couldn't get up. He'd got no chance of getting up, and you could see etched on his features there the pain of that shot into the solar plexus.
And what a really good fight it was as well, for 3 rounds. It was really good, entertaining, all non-stop action, and really good quality work from both fighters, let's be honest. But this kid, 23 years of age, there were a few losses, so people are fancying their chances with him, but he's showing he's only getting better, and he's physically strong. He's massive for the weight, and he carries that power, as we've seen there. And I know that was a lot of good technique, good timing, because he took a good body shot off Barnes himself, seen the opening, and just whipped that right hook across the body. Great shot.
The effects of the body shot will go, but the pain of defeat will remain. And Paddy Barnes had hoped that his dreams were going to come true here tonight, and it wasn't to be. Cristofer Rosales, still the champion, posing happily for the photographs, which of course will be relayed back to Nicaragua. He's still the champion. Thomas Treiber is poised, Paddy Barnes still in the corner, looking just bitterly disappointed. But now I think we can go into the ring. Victor Loughlin just getting the two fighters to come together, centering, and it's a crestfallen Paddy Barnes who moves alongside now still the champion Cristofer Rosales, and here's Thomas Treiber.
Ladies and gentlemen, at 3 minutes of round number 3, our referee in charge, Victor Loughlin, reaches the count of 10. Your winner by way of knockout and still WBC flyweight champion of the world, Cristofer El Látigo Rosales.
It's a sport where dreams can come true, but when they don't, it can be massively deflating and just huge disappointment. And I'm afraid the man who's experiencing that tonight, Paddy Barnes, as Rosales retains his title.